Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to walk you through 3 phrasal verbs with the preposition up, but not just that, in combination with another short preposition to. So together we are going to look at how they combine together and what they mean, of course, how they change meaning. So you up for it? Let's go then. But before we do it, we jump right in. Be sure to press my subscribe button down below with notifications so you never miss a lesson. And also get to know when I post a new video. Okay, this said, let's get going. My first phrasal verb for you today is get up to. Get up to. And it means to do something, but not particularly something good. On the contrary, it might be something others may disapprove of. So you might get frowned upon on your getting up to something. And in order for you to understand what I mean with this, I'm going to give you an example. And this is, when children are too quiet in their room and you don't know as a mom what's going on in there, your instant thought is like, oh, what would they be getting up to? Like, are they up to some mischief or something? So see, like we've already seen in this previous example, up to, this combination is used here to express typical children's behavior. But it can be used with other categories of people, like adults, for example, to refer to something done secretly perhaps, which others might think a bit too odd perhaps. So let's have a look at this example. John, we all know you to be a great holiday maker, and we've always, picked your brains about your hiking choices. What are you getting up to this summer? So the question, what are you getting up to this summer, is like the meaning of that is like we've not always agreed and been on the same page with your hiking choices. Unlike with children, you don't necessarily have to do something wrong or bad, but something that others would not approve of. With this said, let's move on to the next phrasal verb with up to, which is stand up to. Say it with me, stand up to. Great job. And it means to defend yourself against people's injustice or unfair treatment, maybe. And this can be applied to those cases when you have to deal with people who are in authority and, of course, are placed in a higher position than you. And as long as you don't agree with them, you'll have to stand up to them. So defend yourself and your position. As an example, let's look back into the distant and cruel past. The division between men and women is what I'm talking here, and the fact that women in most households wouldn't stand up to their men, to their husbands. It's like something so cruel and hard to believe these days. So what this means is that they were intimidated by their attitude and by their thinking. So they wouldn't confront their husbands. It's an easier way for you to remember. Other, situations when you can use stand up to might be stand up to your employer. So asking for your rights calls for a lot of not just courage, but also assertiveness and you standing up for your rights. So standing up to your employer whenever you feel that you are right and you really have to defend those rights of yours. So Stand up to, again, means to resist courageously. Well, you can stand up to your bully, for example. Or there's another case where something, a thing, an object, like a house or a building, for example, can stand up to some vicious, conditions, violent conditions. For example, the house, even though it looked dilapidated, stood up to the storm, courageously stood up to the storm. This means that it didn't collapse. The house didn't collapse. It just stood up to the violent storm. So far, I think you are doing great, so keep up the good work. And I'll just take this moment to invite you to browse through my channel and check out my other videos. This one's put up here as well, and I hope they will help you out with your English journey. Well, also remember to give me a like for this lesson and my work and effort put in here for this channel, and also subscribe to my channel with notifications so you know when I put up a new video. With this said, let's continue. Well, our third up to phrasal verb is face up to, which means to accept that there is a difficult situation and try to deal with it. Well, my example here is Allie has always known that when she was little, there were a lot of fears that she had to face up to. For example, she was afraid of swimming, and this one time, she just went down to the river with her friends, trying to face up to her fear. Moving out of town and having to attend a rural school got the two little boys out of their comfort zone. They had to face up to some major shortcomings. So, face up to means the fact that the two boys had to confront some things that they didn't like, weren't to their taste at all. There was this big gap between town, city life, and countryside life. So they really had to face up to this. They had to accept and put up with this difficult situation. There you go. There's another synonym here for a phrasal verb, put up with, which also means to deal with an unpleasant situation. Also, I'll take advantage of this moment to ask you to check out this up video of mine of phrasal verb video that will help you even further to ensure that you grasp the meaning of this up phrasal verbs even deeper, and of course enhance your knowledge and your learning. With this said, I think it's time for us to see you in the next lesson, and be sure to put this phrasal verbs into practice and leave them down here in the comments. Thanks, I'm so proud of you that you've made it to the end of the video, and of course I'll see you next time. Give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.